Ladies, oh frick, I messed that up. Oh, cut that. Christ. I don't know
That's
why I
funny.
stutter.
I'm starting the episode out with that.
Ladies and
No, you
gentlemen,
can't, dude. No.
I
We
have to.
have to be professional. This is one of the most important episodes of the
true.
Ladies and gentlemen, it is time for our 2025 six NFL season predictions. We're going to be tied to these takes for the rest of the year. And then at the end of the year, we will judge each other about how horribly or how great we got it right, rather. Boys, breaking the fourth wall. We just finished the AFC West, and now it is time to get in to finally, after all this time, our season predictions. Are you guys ready to go? Are you
Yep.
locked and loaded? You guys got your takes ready to go?
Yep.
Mhm.
Let's get into it. I will start by sharing my screen. When I do that, you will see my playoff teams.
All right.
Let me know when you guys are both ready to go.
Ready?
All right. Ladies and gentlemen, I'm going to scroll down and reveal all my playoff teams to talk about. And I think the biggest shock is going to come at the 7th seed in the NFC. But in the AFC, I'll start there, and then I'll get to the NFC. In the AFC, I have the Buffalo Bills as the 1 seed. I just think that they are primed and ready to take the next step and finally potentially compete for a Super Bowl. The Baltimore Ravens in 2nd. The Chiefs win the AFC West and are the 3rd seed. I have the Jacksonville Jaguars winning the AFC South with at least a 9-8 record. Again, the Texans' offensive line just scares me, right?
Yeah.
And then my Broncos is the 5 seed, winning at least 11 games. Same with the Chargers in the 6 seed, 11 or 10 wins. And then the Cincinnati Bengals make their return to the postseason as the 7 seed. I just think that the defense, there's no way it could be that bad again, right? And Joe Burrow's too good of a quarterback to stay out of the playoffs. In the NFC, this is where the hot takes are gonna come flowing.
Can I ask you about the Jags? I'm just wondering.
Yeah. I think they're definitely gonna upgrade a coach. I like Liam Cohen a lot and what he did with Baker Mayfield in Tampa Bay last year. I think Travis Hunter is going to help this team a lot on both sides of the ball. And I just think that they got the right coach in play to potentially fix Trevor Lawrence. And the Jags have made the playoffs before in the Trevor Lawrence era. So I
True.
just think
Don't
that
remind me.
last year was weird. And yeah, I know. I know. And as long as they stay healthy, I just have the Jags win the division. And also, I just don't believe in the Texans. Their offensive line is so damn bad. So there's that. In the NFC, I have my Tampa Bay Buccaneers as the 1 seed. I think they can go 13-4, 14-3 potentially, and secure the 1 seed in the NFC, which is a loaded conference at this point, by the way. I then have the Packers winning the NFC North over the Detroit Lions, but both of these guys get in. I just think that with the loss of 2 coordinators, the Lions are going to take a slight step back. But by the end of the year, the Lions could potentially, be a better team going into the postseason with their postseason experience now. And unless we get breaking news, there's a possibility that Micah Parsons might be a backer. But I have them this high regardless of that. I just believe in Green Bay. I just do. I think they have a really good roster, a really good coach, and I believe in Jordan Love to take this next step. Philadelphia as the 3 seed, I think that they just win less games, a little bit of a super hangover, but they're still going to be really, really freaking good and should be the favorites in the NFC. The Rams, as far as I'm concerned, Stafford's healthy right now. I'm picking them to win the division. It's as simple as that. I believe in the coach. I believe in the quarterback. I believe in the culture. I believe in defense. We talked about the Lions at 5. I think that with Aiden Hutchinson back, though, I think we'll talk about him later. And then Washington as the 6th seed. Again, I don't think they're going to take. I think they're going to have a worse record, but be a better team, if that makes sense. And then at 7 is the real shock here. No, it's not the Niners. It's not the Cardinals. It's not Seattle. It's not the Bears. I have the Carolina Panthers sneaking in as the 7 seed. I think they can win at least 9 games, maybe 10. I think that Bryce Young showed enough at the end of the year to where him, and with real weapons now in Tet McMillan, an improved defense, I just think that they're going to be good, and Bryce Young can finally take the next step to be a potential franchise quarterback. I have Carolina as the 7 seed. Boys, any reaction? Or are you ready to move on to, I think, Jared's playoff teams are next?
I mean, at least you don't have me facing my hell that is the AFC South. I get a shot at ending Kansas City's reign of terror in the first round, which I've been wanting for the longest time. If I have to go out to them, fine. I will die on my sword. I just want a shot at them. Because I think having to play them a third time, we'd be able to get them. That's
Carolina's a cool pick.
It's
very underrated,
interesting.
for sure.
It's interesting, but
Yeah.
we'll see. I would hope. I would like to see Carolina sneak in there, but you got other teams like Chicago and San Francisco, whatnot, hoping to get in as well. So that 7 seed is going to be like a mad scramble.
Yeah, it's going to be tough. It's going to be tough. Alrighty. Jared, take it away.
All right. Obviously, my 1 through 3 with Ryan and the AFC is the same. Bills, Ravens, Chiefs. Until specifically in the West, the Chiefs lose the division. We're not picking the Chiefs to be a wild card team other than a division winner. Bills have literally one of the easiest schedules, so obviously they're going to win the division most likely, barring nothing happens to Josh Allen or anything like that. And then the Ravens are going to be the Ravens. Houston, I need to see how T-Law plays under Liam Cohen before I start believing the Jags, and plus you know how I feel about the Jags more than I do the Texans. So I like CJ Stroud a lot. It's just, can he survive under this new offensive line put together by duct tape and hope? And then my team
That's
in
awesome.
the 5 seed, if the playoffs started right now, we'd have round 2 with the Texans, and I don't know. We'll see how that goes. I need to see how my season plays out too. Broncos, obviously, they're just a much improved team. Honestly, 5 and 6 feel almost interchangeable, but obviously I picked my team to be ahead. Ryan's team in there, they'd get their shot at KC, which I think also have a really good shot at taking them out in the first round and ending the reign of terror. And then the Bengals, I have to agree. I don't see Joe Burrow missing 3 years in a row. Obviously, the year
Spoiler
before.
alert.
Yeah.
We all have the Bengals, so yeah, I'm with you.
Yeah. The first year he missed it after losing the AFC title game was injury, and then last year because of the slow start and no defense at all. I just think they're gonna be more ready to have to score 60 points than realizing mid-season that they have to score 60 points. So, obviously, they brought Trey back. We didn't really talk about it. For just this year, he got a raise, so he'll be a free agent after this year. So, they'll have him, and they have Shamar Stewart. Obviously, we'll see how Shamar is. Ryan, I know your thoughts about Shamar Stewart, but we're going to see what at least the pass rush can do. But it's the secondary where you just got to hope, and if they can stop the run and whatnot. And, if the Bengals offense can also keep up, which I think they can because they have Jamar Chase and T. Higgins. And, their running back, Brown, ain't bad either. And then, obviously, Mike Gesicki was a really solid tight end for them. Now to the NFC. Eagles, I see why you put the Bucks at the 1, but I'm just not as high. I know you're the Baker. I won't take that away from you. I just think, I know the Eagles lost quite a bit of their Super Bowl roster in free agency, and they tried to supplement that, but I just think the Eagles, they're going to be hungry to go for a repeat. Bucks, I feel like can be the second best team in the NFC. Arguably, I think they can fight for the number 1 seed as well. I don't think they're out of it. The Lions, I mean, I would immediately change if Micah Parsons became a Packer right now, but as of right now, it's still going to be the Lions for me until proven otherwise. I need to see a little bit more consistency from Jordan Love before I fully pick the Packers as a favorite, because he was pretty inconsistent last year, also coming off that injury after week 1. And then Tyler's Rams in the 4 seed. Obviously, we went back and forth in the West, like who could win it, who could not. What if this happens? What if that? I just think the Rams is the safest pick, despite Stafford's back concerns. I have the Packers at 5. I think they are going to be a really good team, despite what I just said about Jordan Love. I think they'll be really, really good, fighting for the division with Detroit. But the last 2 years, Detroit's had their number. So if they can knock some wins out of Detroit, I think that they could win the division, but right now I have them as the 5. Washington, building off last year, I don't know if they're the East Division winner yet, but obviously there's not been a repeat division champion in the NFC since like forever, but I'm going to go against the grain and pick the Eagles as the first back-to-back, obviously, NFC East champion. But I have the Commanders in there because Jaden's just awesome. And then I just have the Niners in the 7. I think it's too easy of a schedule for them to not make the playoffs. Obviously, if they don't make it, Brock has a very, very bad year. Everybody's hurt. You got like almost no receivers. And the defense, obviously, Robert Saleh is back, but he doesn't have the guys that he specifically wants yet. So, I don't know. It's not going to be a very dominant season like we've seen in years past from the Niners. But I think they have no excuse to not get the 7 seed with that easy of a schedule. Those are my picks.
Yeah, I do want to highlight the who was I going to talk about? I don't know why I'm blanking right now. I do want to highlight the Niners a little bit. Obviously, I didn't have them, but I could see it. I get it, you know. Same with the Packers. Like if they got Micah, I agree for sure.
Yeah.
And you know, you're talking about that division winner stat. I believe the last time there was a division winner that repeated was actually the Eagles, and it was Andy Reid's Eagles back in like 2004 or something like that. It's been like 20 years. Like it's been a long time. And if
Wow.
any team can do it, it'll be this stacked roster, right?
Yeah.
So
Unless something
I get
like the Black Plague, but for injuries, just hit that team somehow.
another supernatural funk, perhaps.
Yeah. The season from hell, Super Bowl
All right.
hangover.
Yeah. All right. Tyler, you are up, my friend.
Pretty much almost the same as Jared for the most part when it comes to the AFC. You know, Bills number 1, Ravens, obviously the Chiefs are gonna win the West, you know. The Texans, I am worried about their O-line.
The defense is great, though.
I don't trust the Jags a lot. They have a great defense. I like CJ Stroud, like Jared said. I'm a big CJ Stroud believer. Nico Collins, if he can stay healthy, it's gonna be nasty. And yeah, I think they can get that seed. And obviously, it's funny, originally when I did this, I had the Broncos and then the Chargers. And then as I did my season predictions, kind of changed a little bit, or our division predictions. So now I have the Chargers in the 5, Broncos in the 6, but interchangeable, really. I mean, you guys have very similar strengths of schedules.
We all have the same wild card teams and
Mhm.
just different orders, obviously. But
Yeah.
yeah.
Yep. Bengals.
Pretty
We
good.
already, you guys are talked about it already. So yeah. NFC wise, the Eagles are just that good. I don't really see them not winning and getting the 1 seed. I believe the Buccaneers are going to be right there, just like Ryan had them. Same thing. Packers. I also think, especially if they get Micah Parsons, but I like what they have. I like the addition of Matthew Golden. I've heard a lot of good things about him. And yeah, I think they lost Christian Watson, I believe.
He's
At
out
least
with
for right
a
now. He
ACL,
got
I
hurt.
believe.
Yeah. So that's a season, right? I mean,
I think he got it like at the end, near the end of last year, so it's gonna definitely be most of this season. He might have a shot at coming back in the
yeah.
playoffs, I'd say.
Okay. So yeah, you get Matthew Golden in there. They have a lot of high expectations for him. So I think Jordan Love takes a big step this year. Uh, the Lions losing Ben Johnson, a little bit of a question mark for them. Yeah, they have the proven success, these past couple of years. So we'll see. That's going to be a dogfight, I think, for that division. Got my guys in fourth. Uh, all signs Stafford is healthy, just like Ryan said. I'm all with it with my team, and it's gonna be a very tough division, as we talked about. A lot of great teams, some tough schedules. Um, could go a lot of different ways, honestly, in the NFC West. So we'll see. But yeah, and then you got the Lions, the Commanders, same type of thing, just like you guys had in the sixth. And then Seattle rounds it out for me. I almost there as well. I just don't believe in the Niners that much. Jared makes a good point in that they do have a very schedule, and Christian McCaffrey could have a great comeback year. So we'll see, but yeah, overall, I think Seattle with Cooper Cup added now, they looked very good in preseason, whether it was the starters or the backups. They were very efficient. So yeah, I like them to get to the playoffs.
Nice. Yeah, let's talk about Seattle a little bit. Is that 7 seed? Um, Look, if Sam Darnold's going to play like he did last for at least a wild card spot in this division,
You
with
got
the addition,
JNS, you got Cooper Cup,
yeah, JSN's awesome. Cooper Cup
JSN.
kind of, bounce back from the year he had. And then, look, they won 10 games with a rookie head coach, and now the rookie head coach has his guys in there in a year or two. If you expect a second year jump from like I don't see why you can't make that same. And I'm not like comparing Darnold to Herbert, obviously, but like kind of similar situations. First year head coach comes in, does what he does, and they both win 10 games. Technically, the Chargers won 11, but yeah, I like it.
And plus, if Sam Darnold doesn't work out, you have Jalen Milroe in there. And Ryan, I know you love Jalen
A
Milroe.
lot of people are big on Jalen Milroe. Seattle fans are big on him for sure. I've heard a lot.
He has all the physical tools to be a really good quarterback in the league.
His throwing is pretty much all he
Yeah.
needs to just be more accurate and consistent.
Yeah, he's just got to work on his mechanics and everything, and hopefully we don't have ourselves another situation where I'm like, this is my. He can throw. Terrible at football, right? But yeah, I mean I like Jalen Milroe a lot. So. All right. Here we go. Okay, so those are the playoff predictions. Next thing we're going to jump into is the award prediction. Same order. I'll go first, explain what I got cooking up, and then you guys can rebuttal. And I already know the first because I'm wearing the man's jersey. And
this dude has Baker to win the MVP.
You know what's funny, Tyler, is I texted this man when I first saw it. I went, there is no way you are this serious. And then I thought about it for a moment and went, wait a second. He owns a Baker jersey. Of course he's serious. Why else would he joke about this?
I'm not joking. Baker Mayfield put up record numbers last year. I I believe in the team success enough. Usually, the
And yeah, you put
MVP
him one, so
the MVP award goes to the team which quarterback has the most wins or is basically a number one. I think the Bucks are going to be the number one. I think Baker's going to put up great numbers. All reports is that Chris Godwin and Tristan Wirfs passed their physical. Like they might play week with
I
Egbuka
thought Chris
coming in.
Godwin was supposed to be out for a couple weeks. Wow.
Yeah, there's a chance he plays week 1, which is crazy. I think Egbuka is such a bad. He could potentially, take the number 1 role. And then they have another receiver coming right in. Bucky
Jalen
Irving
McMillan's good too.
in year 2. The offensive line is great. And if Todd Bowles can get that deep, like we know he can, and it's not as bad as it is last year, I think these guys could win 13-14, win the 1 seed, and Baker Mayfield could. And maybe it's a homer pick. You can call it. But he is easily a top 10 quarterback. And we have seen Matt Ryan win an MVP. Great offense around him, and he did it.
Josh,
Brock Purdy has received MVP votes. Dak Prescott has received MVP votes. Baker's better than all those guys.
Oh,
He
great.
just is. He just is. And so I got my guy winning the MVP. Argue with a freaking wall, man. I'll keep going then, and if you guys want to can later. Offensive player of the year, I'm going with Jamar Chase. He was
love it.
he was kind of robbed of one last year.
Triple Crown winner.
He did win the Triple Crown. He might be able to do it again because they're gonna have to put up crazy. And he's just that freaking good, man. He's either 1 or 2 on the receiver. For him or Jay Jettis. You take your pick. But I got Jamar Chase winning it. Defensive player of the year. I think Aiden Hutchinson and I think that the Lions defense was so bad last year without him and without all the talent and makes such a huge noticeable impact that voters are going to see him and be like, okay, yeah, he has our Myles Garrett's won it. TJ Watt's won it. We need a new guy. Okay? I'm going with Hutch. My offensive rookie of the year is going to be Tet McMillan, the receiver for Carolina.
I like that.
If I believe in the Panthers as much as I do, I think that they're going to have, a legit wide receiver and some guy that's going to be explosive off. And I believe in this guy. He get at least potentially maybe like 7 or 8 touchdowns, and I think that's good enough to win rookie. Defensively, it's Abdul Carter. He's going to be on one of the best defensive lines in a lot of like single teams, and he's a guy that you should double. Guys around. He's going to put up good sack numbers, but it doesn't really matter for a defensive player of the year. Defense. My comeback player of the year is Christian McCaffrey. If he's healthy, all 16 games, fighting for a playoff spot, and when he is on the field, he is just flat out great. So, other guys in contention for that award, but had him winning defensive player of the year. So I got CMC as the comeback player of the year, and then my coach of the year. Liam Cohen. If I think the Jags are going to make the look, you got to find a potentially bad playoffs. That's really just how it goes. Last year it was the year before that it was the Browns. The year before that, the Giants, the Titans. You got to find these. And I have both Jaguars. I ultimately went with a higher seed. They could probably have similar records. I got Liam Cohen as my coach. Anything y'all want to say before Jared takes the floor?
I mean, obviously, you know our feelings about Baker. We just think it's too. You told us the odds before the recording. Like he's like kind of down there, so we just thought
It's
it
like
was.
past
He's
number
the
5.
Yeah,
safe.
it was
Yeah.
a. In our eyes, it's a little bit of a reach. We know Baker is great, but I'm with
That's
the
where my reaction came from.
with the
Yeah,
quarterbacks in the
exactly.
AFC. I just find it hard to believe he's gonna win it. Like if they had it separate, like MLB, where there was a national and then an American, Baker's up there for a National Football Conference MVP.
Oh, for sure. Yeah.
But okay, just turned his
They should
back.
do that.
He turned his backs on us.
Yeah.
Just disbands the pod right there.
No, you're good. You're good.
But everything else, I mean, we pretty
Oh,
much
Baker Mayfield. No.
we just we agree with everything else. You made some solid points. I mean, you did make some solid points with Baker too. It's just again, we just think it's a little bit much for each because of the competition at quarterback and just the amount of like talent that there is
Great
at
picks,
the
though.
quarterback
Great picks.
position. But yeah, other than that, it's a solid list.
Mhm.
You guys are just too lame to see it. All right,
All right.
Jared, go ahead.
All right,
I can believe that one a little more than Baker.
Joe Burrow's gonna have to throw for like 60 touchdowns, and he could probably do it. I mean,
7,000 yards.
yeah, probably. He might rush in for a few touchdowns too. Hell, if escaping sacks is also a stat, he might lead the league in them because he's gonna have to probably run around as well. We don't know how that Cincinnati offensive line is gonna be. It's usually never good, but yeah, he knows he's gonna have to put pedal to the metal, go all in with his guys. I expect a big MVP season from Burrow. And plus, if they make the playoffs too as the 7 seed and they're putting up that kind of numbers, it's kind of hard not to choose him as MVP. Offensive Player of the Year, I went with Ryan's bread and butter, Bijan Robinson. Ryan told me he was very, very good when Michael Penix took over at QB rather than with Kirk Cousins. So I expect a monster season out of Bijan Robinson. A lot more carries, a lot more yards on the ground, through the air, a lot more touchdowns too. No more Tyler Algier carries in the red zone. Stop. Enough
I
of
agree.
that.
We don't want it.
100%.
Defensive Player of the Year, I went with my GOAT, Jared Verse, because why wouldn't I? Why wouldn't I? He won Defensive Rookie of the Year last year. I expect a monster year after being through Hell's Kitchen with Aaron Donald. I expect this man to not want to go back to Aaron Donald because he said, while you did good as a rookie, I can make you better. And if you fail, you're going right back to where I put. Like, I don't know. I'm blanking. Like my slight autism is just kind of like interrupting my brain. Like, come up with cool words to say. Sorry, guys. Offensive Rookie of the Year. Obviously, I picked my team as the 5 seed, and I feel like if we're gonna get the 5 seed over the Broncos, it is gonna be a part of this man's production as the running back one of the team, and that's gonna be Almarian Hampton. With a really good offensive line, even though Rashawn Slater's not there, I expect him to be wearing defenses down along with Najee, but mostly him breaking through runs, breaking tackles, just putting teams away with the run, because obviously we know Greg Roman likes to run the football along with Jim Harbaugh. I think the Chargers' success is going to depend a lot on Omarion Hampton, and I think he has a very, very, very good shot at being Offensive Rookie of the Year. Obviously, Abdul Carter, it's kind of the runaway favorite, as Ryan said. Like, it's kind of hard to nitpick, like, who could win it. I mean, I was thinking, like, a sneaky pick, Ryan's, Broncos, Jahdae Barron. I was kind of thinking it, but I'm like, I don't know, just because the defense as a whole with the Broncos is so good. Like, is he going to stand out above Pat Surtain and whatnot? Like, it's going to be hard to do. So I just feel like Abdul Carter on that defensive line.
He'd have to put up, like, 3 interception numbers,
Yeah. But I did think about Jahdae Barron. So that was a like a sneak pick for me, but it's just once I thought about it, I just feel like Abdul Carter is the right pick. And then comeback player of the year, heard what you said about CMC, but I also think with Aiden Hutchinson, he was pretty much out most of the season. If he comes back and has a great year, yes, he can win. But I think comeback player of the year is also a possibility for him, especially if he falls out. And then coach of the year, I know I don't have the Pats making it, but I feel like it's just going to be such an improvement. And hell, they'll be in the wild card race. I feel like they'll be in it. Like they're second in the
Yeah,
division.
I agree with you.
And I feel like if they at least
Yeah.
just come close, like 9-8, 10-7, just barely miss it, he's coach of the year. I like what you said about Liam Cohen, though. I just think Mike
100%.
Vrabel, obviously, we know he's a really good coach. It just didn't work out in Tennessee. He's going to turn the Patriots back around and having them be a decent competitive team. And those are my picks.
Yeah. Yeah, I want to touch on the Burrow pick for.
Yeah.
Out of like how like we have like the big four quarterbacks.
Yeah.
Mahomes won MVPs, couple. Josh finally got his. If you're looking at it that way, kind of.
It's
Next
Joe Burrow's time.
Yeah.
Yeah.
I just think with the season he's going to have to put up, it's going to be Joe Burrow's time. As much as I love Justin,
Yeah, for
I
sure.
just
And,
think
I mean,
under the offense the Chargers are running, he's not going to be able to put up the numbers like they can.
100%. Love the Bijan pick, obviously. And I don't have any complaints about anything.
All right, Tyler's picks.
All right. Tyler. It is time. Go for it.
All right. I think he takes another step this year. Obviously, I have them in the playoffs. And how can you not like Jaden Daniels, bro? This dude came in and acted like he wasn't around for years as a rookie. It's crazy. He's got a good work ethic. We all know that. He is getting more chemistry. They signed Scary Terry, so that's huge. We'll see how Debo fits into all of that, but yeah, I think Jaden Daniels definitely has the potential to make it happen. I was also considering Jalen Hurts and Joe Burrow as well. So yeah, but I just thought it'd be fun, to do Jaden Daniels. So
Yeah.
I liked it. I think he has a chance. Same pick as Ryan, offensive player of the year, Jamar Chase, he's just that guy. He's that good. We mentioned it, Triple Crown last year. So yeah, he has the potential to do everything he did last year and maybe even more with, as we've been saying multiple times, how much they have to throw and score and put up points. I got my guy, defensive player of the year, Jared Verse. He's just going to take another step in his sophomore season. And there's a lot of comparisons and of shades of Aaron Donald, and he worked out with him. And if he thinks he's that good and he's taking a chance on him, why not? I mean, he could really be maybe not the next Aaron Donald, but
damn close.
Up there. I don't want to say I'm not saying that because Aaron Donald's Aaron Donald. But yeah, he can be in that range, and starting off his career with a defensive rookie and a defensive player of the year is crazy. So, and I think he can do it. I got Cam Ward for offensive rookie of the year. He, I think, was top 3 in the odds. I think number 2, I believe. And yeah, I think he's going to have to put up a lot of numbers for them to be good. No, doing a whole lot, but I think he has a good chance based on some of the rookies offensively. Tet is also a great pick as well, right? Too. So that would have been my second choice probably. And we all have Abdul Carter. I mean, the odds were crazy. Ryan told us they were not even close from first to second. So
it's not even worth betting on. Wouldn't you'd make money, but it's like free throws, man. I don't know.
Yeah, it's a layup. So we all are unanimous on that. And I also have CMC as the comeback player of the year. He's going to have to do a whole lot for this Niners offense. They don't have a great receiving core right now. They're going to rely a lot on him and a lot on George Kittle. Brock Purdy is good. They have an easy schedule, so he's probably going to score a lot of touchdowns as well. And if he can stay healthy, like Ryan said, I don't see why he couldn't. Him or Aiden Hutchinson for sure would be the two people for that. So, and damn, that's the picture.
It's the most professional one I could find, man.
Is that Ian
That's funny.
Rappaport? Who is that?
He's too new. He's too new.
Oh, man.
Sheesh. That is Mike McDonald of the Seattle Seahawks.
Okay.
I
Did
have
you go
him
to
as my
his-
7th seed.
Did you go to his LinkedIn to get that image, or like what did you?
Man, I did my best. It was hard to
It's
find.
crazy. They don't have it on NFL. That's wild.
Oh, dude, it's hard to
Wow.
find, man. Go ahead.
But yeah, so yeah, I have Seattle as a playoff team as my 7th seed. In a tough NFC West as we talked about. So, you got to be a good coach to make that happen. And he had a good year last year with them. He's got Sam Darnold, like I said earlier as well. They have been moving the ball in the preseason efficiently. Sam Darnold's first drive was like 4 for 4 with 54 yards or something and a touchdown. Like, they have a lot of good depth on certain positions, I think, too. So, yeah, they have a solid defense as well, and I could see him getting that for sure.
Nice. I mean, dude, look, Patrick Mahomes in his second season starting, Lamar Jackson in his second season starting one in. If you think Jaden Daniels is that guy, which a lot of people do, he is definitely going to be in the running for the MVP award. So I like the pick. I like it.
He's just fun, bro. I don't know. I just loved watching it last year. Like,
yeah, dude, he's great. And then shout out to you for being the only one that has the number as the offensive rookie of the year. I mean, Cam Ward has to be like the least top pick ever, but man, he looked. There was ups and downs in the preseason, but
that's
man,
true.
he can throw it on a rope, man. Like he's
Mhm.
got an arm.
There were some
and-
throws, man,
yeah,
that I
it's fun
saw.
to- It's fun to watch.
And I watched quite a few Miami games here and there last year when I could. And yeah, it's crazy his path and everything that happened college wise for him. Arizona State, huge prospect, didn't really do anything there. Then goes to LSU, right? I don't know why I said Miami. LSU. I don't know why I said Miami. Wait, no, that's Jaden Daniels. Hold on, I'm getting confused now. My bad. Where did Cam Ward? Where did he come from? All right, forget I said that. We're just gonna. I
That's
just got those
staying in.
mixed up.
That's staying
I
in.
thought he was he a junior college
He's
guy?
at Washington State. I forgot. He's at Washington State. He was actually great at Washington State, and then he went to Miami and took this extra level, this extra step.
Yeah.
Um,
Dude, he began his college career at some place called the University of Incarnate Word.
Oh yeah,
I've heard of
that. Yeah.
That's crazy. I've seen that on like the scores. Yeah,
So
that's crazy.
it's an FCS school. So
Wow.
the fact that that's honestly very positive. If
Yeah.
he worked his what off to get to the.
He has a great work ethic from what I've heard. In fact, he used to give crap to Shadur over that. I know they had beef.
And yeah, one of them's the number one pick, and one of them's a third string quarterback. So
There you go.
all right, boys. I think this is it now. I will go ahead and.
All right. Well, we know what yours is, Ryan.
Zoom in.
Broncos, Bucks. It's what you want, and we know that's what you're going with.
I wish. Unfortunately, it's not what
That'd
I'm going with.
That'll be the battle for Ryan's heart, though, if it happens.
Yeah.
No, I would easily take the Broncos. Come on, that's
I
my
don't know,
team.
man.
I'm just a Baker.
You'd see it. You'd see a Baker comeback.
It'd be a
start and
tough
be
game
like,
for him
"Oh
to
my God,
watch
Baker."
though, because he would he would be like, "Oh my God, Baker."
All right. So I'm gonna. I mean, I don't know who wants to go first, but I kind of don't want to go first.
The way it's set up is Jared's going
Oh,
first.
great. All right. Well,
Go ahead, Jared.
ladies and
We'll
gentlemen,
go right. In the end.
I'm not picking the Chargers. I didn't last year. Set my expectations low. I said I just want a playoff win this year. Just one. Well, I feel like teams that get their ass kicked in the Super Bowl shouldn't be allowed back in. So, I'm not having the Chiefs. All right, go ahead and look.
What the heck, man?
All right.
Damn! Wow!
Fair?
It is.
Wow.
Because
My team?
so I think it's
Wow.
I think
Crazy.
this is finally the year Josh breaks through, gets past the AFC title game. Please, Josh. I am riding out
Please.
for you. If you can beat Kansas City too in the process, that'd be great. But if he beats like Baltimore again, or hell, he beats Joe Burrow to get revenge from a couple years ago when Burrow knocked him out, that's also good. And then to be in his first Super Bowl against the Bucks. I think, like Ryan said, they have a shot at the 1 seed. I think they do as well. I know I picked the Eagles, but I feel like in a playoff series, we saw what the Bucks did to them. We saw what the Bucks did to them a couple years ago. And, I mean, we'll see. I mean, who knows? That offense, especially on the receiving, and might be a bit too much. And Eagles lost a little bit in their secondary, too, so. I think a Baker Mayfield versus Josh Allen Super Bowl would be must-see TV.
I agree.
Yeah.
Wow. Can't believe you did it, man.
Was this yours?
Damn.
It's one of the combinations I was.
Okay.
I'm not gonna say yes or no yet, but it's definitely one of the combinations. Because we know how I think about the Bucks, and the Bills are obviously a contender in the AFC. So,
I mean, before I started, like, just right off the bat, I thought Eagles Ravens, but then I thought about it a little bit more, and I went, if the chips fall right, this could happen. But yeah.
all right. Well,
Yeah, it was definitely one of the combos I was looking at too.
Plus, with the power of Haley Steinfeld, Josh Allen.
all right.
Sinners.
Wow. What a,
Dude,
are
all
you
these
gonna,
quarterbacks are getting like
do you want to give us the
celebrity
winner, or
girlfriends.
do you want to save that for the end?
Say that again, Ryan?
Do you want to give us a winner?
Are you
Or
guys
is
going to
this-
give a winner or no? Because if you don't, then I'm not going to.
Yeah, I'm gonna give a winner.
Okay. I will
I'm
say
going to.
I'll pick the Bills to win.
All right.
This is gonna be tough. I don't want to be lame, but this is like what makes the most sense.
If you do Chiefs Eagles again,
I
I
do.
swear to God.
No,
Thank God.
You
I
do
was
whatever
thinking
you
more
want,
like
buddy.
Bills, Eagles.
All right.
Oh, yeah.
All right. Bills, Eagles. All right.
They get back there. We'll see.
This was the one I was kind of hoping for before the Chiefs won. I was like, please.
Yeah.
Same. Hoping to see it this year.
All right. Who's your winner?
Boy.
You get a back-to-back champ or a new champ, essentially.
Yeah, I don't think they're repeating. I'm gonna go Bills.
Salem agrees as
Okay.
well. Bills.
We have two Bills.
Wow. All right.
Okay, yeah,
I
that was a possibility I had at one point also,
I had a
but I was
feeling
like,
you'd
the
go
Packers
Packers.
over the Eagles?
I feel like that's as if
this
the
is
Packers
me.
don't run into the Eagles
This
though.
is this is me kind of like hoping and praying for a Micah Parsons trade there. And you know, like if it happens, then I'll feel very confident in the pick. But love the coach. I think the quarterback will have a bounce back. The roster is really, really good, and they finally got Matthew. I was contemplating a couple of teams in the NFC. Contemplating my Buccaneers, obviously, but I need to see the defense improve for me to consider, you know, switching up or whatever. The Lions, I want to see what they look like without the two. That scares me. Otherwise, I'd go. The Rams, even the Commanders. I was
I
considering
thought
all
about the
those.
Commanders. Yeah.
The NFC is very hard. For the AFC,
Mhm.
this was very easy for me. I was between the Bills,
Me too.
and I just think that it's Lamar's turn. I think that multiple MVPs, he's got to get his. And he finally, I thought last year, good playoff football, and this year, another step. This is probably, in my opinion, so I think this is the year they put it all together. The defense is insane. The offense should be really good. I have the Baltimore Ravens winning the Super Bowl.
All right.
So we're all going AFC. Ladies and gentlemen, see it on the screen there. Those are our Super Bowl predictions. Any last words, boys, I guess? I mean,
I like our picks this year. You know, like we're not picking Kansas City. They feel like they're not at full strength after that ass kicking, and I think it's just if either of ours happen, it'll be a breath of fresh air because Kansas City will not be there. Kind of like the Rams Bengals Super Bowl when they weren't there and it was two new teams. We were just like,
yeah.
oh, yes, finally.
Yeah.
So let's hope for something like one of these three. Either of these three make it, it's a win for the pod.
I very much consider the Bills versus the Packers also.
Do it. Screw it, man.
I kind of. Oh my god.
Oh,
Oh
Bucks,
my
man.
gosh.
Go
No way.
Baker Mayfield.
This
Baker's winning
guy.
the Super Bowl.
he already picked the Ravens though.
I know. I just.
All
I'll
right.
switch it back. I'm sorry. I'll switch it back.
Man, dude, I was like, oh my god.
Just know that moment happened, and if the Bucks somehow do it, and cut out the part where I picked. So, yeah.
Don't worry, Bucks. I don't go back and forth.
Okay,
I
we're
was
not
with
gonna
you
do
from
this.
the start.
You're not gonna pretend you're the Bucks guy. I'm the Bucks guy. We're not gonna do this.
But you didn't pick the Bucks.
You know what?
He can.
Oh, the temptation to switch now. No, I'm gonna stick to my guns.
All right.
Just know that clip will be posted out of context if the Bucks win the Super Bowl. Anyways, ladies and gentlemen, Super Bowl.
Go ahead? Do we want to do a song for the week?
I mean, we didn't do it on the last one. Yeah,
That's
sure.
true. You're right. We didn't.
Because I do have a song, and after listening to it,
I'll pull it up.
I'm pumped for the season, y'all.
All right.
Oh boy, I gotta find a song.
Okay, Jared. If you got it, give it to me.
I got it. All right. The song is called DeLorean, like the car.
How do you spell that?
It is D-E-L.
DeLorean?
It's D-E-L. One sec. I should have it up here. Yeah, D-E-L-O-R-E-A-N.
E-A-N.
By Galleons.
How do you spell that? Gal.
2 L's. E-O-N-S.
E-O-N-S. Oh, Galleon. Okay. All right. Cool. All right. Well, let's see. We listened to Nobu last week off the JIT album.
I swear, can it be
Um,
something that doesn't involve you wanting to sing with another man? Like, Tyler and I were a little bit thrown off. It was a good song, but like the context you were making.
You know what? I'll give you your wish. I'll actually. I mean, this came out this year as well. A song off of the.
Wait, whoa.
You know what? Do I want to go with Sucka Free or do I want to? Yeah, I'll go with Sucka Free.
What's being sucked?
This is by Tyler the Creator.
Okay.
Off of his
Awesome. We get to listen to one
yeah.
of we get to Tyler, your album. We
Yeah.
Tyler created this.
Yeah. So it's interesting because it's like he released a dance album and it was Tyler's always been very creative, kind of boundary pushing with his music. So I just want to highlight "Sucka Free" by Tyler Creator. It's a really good song. It's a really good song.
No, 100% he has. Yeah. Excited to listen to that. Okay. I think I'm done Shabuzi before, but I really like this song lately. It is called Blink Twice by Shabuzi and Miles Smith. He just has some like uplifting stuff lately.
Yeah. You said
Been good.
Miles.
Yeah, it's Miles Smith, yeah. With a Y, but it doesn't matter. It's fine.
Oh, why? Where? Oh,
And
like
Miles. Yeah.
here? That okay. All right. There you go, ladies and gentlemen. As always, down in the we got DeLorean by Gallion, Sucker Free by Tyler the Creator, and Miles Smith. And yeah, that's to do it for today's pod. Obviously, you could see those on the screen. Do you want to go back to this one just to end on our section?
I already know what I'm doing for
There
the thumbnail. I'm gonna do a clickbait thumbnail, ladies and gentlemen.
I swear to God, it's gonna be Broncos versus Bucks. And be like, nah. All right, ladies and gentlemen, thank you so much for tuning in this week. NFL season's coming. It's gonna be really fun. It always is. Football's back, baby. Best time of year, in my opinion. And then also postseason baseball.
Oh yeah.
It's a great time of year. It's a great time.
Oh
of year.
yeah.
Love-
Yeah.
College football.
When we
football.
do our week 1 reaction, we will do our standings update in MLB because it'll be the final month of the season.
Sounds good. Sounds good. All right. See you next time.